Good day, I'm Elumba Claris B from BSIT and Mr. 80 for CSPTC 14. The topic that I'm going to discuss is about the data capture, editing, analysis, and visualization services. So the first one we have here is the AI, or the artificial intelligence and the machine learning. So sa AI tsaka sa ML is meron siya data analysis. So very modern data analysis na siya na nakakapag-automate ng mga gawain, identify yung mga complex patterns, tsaka pwede silang makapag-generate ng predictive models, especially the machine learning. So, kahit konti lang yung intervention ng human or katulad natin. So, para dito magkaroon ng mas mabilis tsaka efficient na mga analysis. So, for the edge computing, so dahil nga sa IoT, meron tayong increasing generated edge sensors devices at saka machines na kung saan nagagamit natin. Tapos si edge computing is nagkakaroon ng data processing na mas malapit dun sa source para magkaroon ng real-time analysis tsaka mas mabilis na decision making. So for the natural language processing, nag-unlock siya ng unstructured data katulad ng text, yung social media post, yung mga emails, tsaka yung services para makapag-analyze ng malalaking data dun sa textual information na kung saan nag-extract din siya ng valuable insights. So, kapag nag-analyze tayo ng customer review is naiintindihan natin yung sentiments dun ng public opinion dun sa social media. So, yun si natural language processing. So, for the ethical considerations as explainable to AI, so si AI daw kasi is nagkakaroon ng mas ginagamit na siya. So, meron din siyang ethical considerations katulad ng mga transparency tsaka yung pagiging bias. So, yung CEAV services is nag-evolve din sa um, services kung saan mag-ensure sila na yung data is responsible para dun sa mga AI models para maintindihan ng mga human reasoning behind dun sa AI-generated insights. So, for democratization of data analysis, so yung CEAV is services since nagre-require sila ng specialized skills. Pero dun sa user-friendly tools katulad ng self-service platforms tsaka data analysis, so, mas nagiging accessible na lang siya sa mga non-technical users. So, para to ma-empower yung individuals dun sa iba't ibang organization para magkaroon ng better decision making. So, this is the media galleries. First one is the AI and the ML. So, here, just an example. For edge computing, meron tayong mga architecture. So, this we have here is the cloud layer, edge layer, and device layer kung saan nandito si internet, si edge, and yung mga device layer niya. So, another example for the edge device or IoT na mga ginagamit. So, merong cloud and data center. So, for the natural language processing, merong first is the natural language understanding. So, pangalawa is yung natural language classifier. Pangatlo is yung natural language generation. And pang-apat is yung perception ng machine. And then, the managing computer dialogue system. So, sa NLP, another example here is the language generation, yung answer questions, text classifications, yung sentiment analysis, and machine transaction. So, these are the ethical considerations and explainable AI. So, na meron tayo dapat transparency, casuality, privacy, yung pagiging fair, yung trust, usability, and yung pagiging reliable. Another example, so for democratization of data analysis is meron tayong data democracy, which is nagpa-provide ng data permissions, yung balance business with data, yung commercialization, yung pagkakaroon ng data back-end decision, and the data as service and the data as vision. So another example here is kapag wala tayong data democratization, so si data, si IT, yung marketing, sales, service, and products is nakadistribute lang as is. Pero sa data democratization is merong for may marketing siya, papasok si IT, pabalik, and the sales and the services. So that's all for the data capture, editing, analysis, and visualization services. you.